Clara posted a video that is captioned, "Seeing my first day's OnlyFans earnings."
Man, that's again, yo, that's tough. I can't even lie. Man. To the eating habits, to the boob job, to the breakup, to the collabs with
girly pop.
Miss Tan. Oh, they must have floated puff together. To seeing my first day of OF earnings. Oh, man. Yo, listen. Again, we said it earlier. Clara Dow is the queen of hypocrisy after the boob job situation. What is Clara Dow now after the OnlyFans situation? For the Huns at the tea party, please let me know. It's still crazy out here. You already know what it is. For the girly pops, the Huns, and of course, the babes. You've seen TNT. It looks like one of our trifecta girly pop queens is back. Miss Dow. And you already know, in the vid, of course, one of our glorious commentary queens, the Hun Miss Kelly Scholas, posted a video going over the recent escapades going on with Miss Dow. We already know the whole backstory of the boob job situation, the whole means going on with that. But of course, I ain't wasting no more time because I'm sure we're going to get into that in the vid. And of course, for the Huns, yeah, Trilly's attendance at the tea party. Terrible. So I'm sure we really ain't wasting no more time on that. We got to spill hefty. So, I ain't wasting no more time. Let's see what Clara Dow's done this time.
Clara Dow is one of those creators that always somehow finds herself in drama. Like, no matter what angle you
True.
look at it from, people have always had something to say about her. From being called out for not being fully honest, to the whole boob job situation, to that
Oh my god. Clara Dow is the queen of hypocrisy after the boob job situation.
very public breakup that had everyone watching. It's just been
Oh yeah, I believe, what was her boyfriend's name? Like, Javi or something? For the Huns.
Girly pop.
Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, her boyfriend's name was Javi, but, like, yeah, that whole situation was crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Because, again, he had dropped a video. I remember he was smiling ear to ear in that John, talking about, like, how he's moving on and, like, how he wanted to stay in the Philippines. Yo, that...
one thing after another. And let's not forget her friendship with Jasmine Tan, with people.
Oh, and I already played it.
Girly pop.
Girly pop. Why does she look like she's a mother of two that finally pays her goddamn taxes? I can't. I'm not gonna lie, yo, again, like I said in the intro, yo, Trilly's attendance at the tea party lacking. I miss some of the Johns going on here, bro. We definitely ready to spill.
Already had opinions on. But this latest situation really sets people off because Clara Dow recently started an OnlyFans account. And let's just say,
Huh? Yeah. Yo, oh yeah, we ain't spilling a minute. We ain't spilling a minute, bro. Clara Dow, after the boob job situation, escapades have gone on. She's been under the radar, low key. She's been collabing with Jasmine Tan, and now she's popping out, and she's got what? An OF? Oh yeah. It's brazy.
the way she went about it didn't really just sit right with people. At this point, I genuinely feel like she's not just controversial anymore. She has now become one of the most disliked, if not the most disliked, body positivity creator online. So in today's
It's reaching those all-time levels, bruh. She might be reaching that ghost status. This is looking like the greatest.
video, we're going to be talking about it, how she got here, why people are so upset this time, and why it feels like every time she tries to rebrand, it somehow just made things worse. With that being said, let's...
Yeah, this is just like, listen, again, the whole hypocrisy on, like, you know what I'm saying, the body positivity, that was frying her. The boob job situation, that was frying her. The boyfriend, John, that was more personal, but still kind of frying her a little bit. The OF, we're just... And we talk about all the time for any Huns, like, listen, it is your body, your choice, whatever you decide to do. And that was the same thing we were saying for Clara Dow, because obviously, and she might be 27 now, but at the time she was 26, a grown girly pop, grown whammon.
Girly pop.
So whatever she decides to do with her body, like getting a boob job, is her choice. But what she wasn't understanding, and the thing that we kept stressing with all the videos, again, you can go look on the page, bro. Maybe I'll show it or whatever. But like on the page, we made so many videos going over to John and Clara Dow, right? But like the main John that was being stressed was that, like, of course, it's her prerogative to get a boob job, right? But on the factor of that, she made body positivity content for 6+ years, of course, encouraging Huns, especially small, petite, girly pops, you know what I'm saying, with cherries maybe not so hefty, yeah, that it's okay, you know, and they should be secure with their bodies. Like, it's fine how they look, you know what I'm saying? Keep going on, keep doing her thing, right? And then to pop out with the boobies, like, there's definitely hypocrisy there. It's like, you know what I'm saying, you were putting on for these Huns and now you're doing this. It's like, yo, how are the Huns supposed to feel now? Like, you know what I'm saying, are they supposed to feel encouraged to, you know what I'm saying, go out and get like some surgeries or get some body modifications? Like, nah, like, you know what I'm saying, that's not really a factor. So that John was really cooking her. But this goes into like an overall thing. Now that we're talking about like the John with OF, like, yeah, of course it's Hun's prerogative, but like now we expressly, yo, we definitely know the Hun Miss Clara Dow's audience is coming off of the main situation. Oh my god, bro. And I remember we had the whole John with Deborah, bro. Content nuke major spill, but like, you know what I'm saying, the whole eating situation, the whole thing with the eating habits, bro. That John was really frying Clara, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, Miss Doe. But anyway, super trilly yap coming off of that. Like, yeah, overall with the OF and like even with that, like, yo, it's your prerogative to do so, but it's just the messaging and like the hypocrisy that would go out, because we know, and that's what the point I was getting to, like, her audience being Clara Dow is like definitely younger girly pop. So now that you're doing this, you're pushing this out. It's like, yo, what is the reflection out to your audience? What does this push out to them? You know what I mean? Like, that John is immediately just
Dive right into it, shall we?
Clara Dow in a never-ending cycle of controversies.
First off, who is Clara Dow? Clara Dow was born on 29th of August 1998, and she's a prominent Vietnamese-Canadian digital creator and body positivity activist. And she's best known for her
I'd say previous body positivity activist.
content about empowering women with small or flat chests. She was born in Hanoi, Vietnam, but later moved to Canada for college, and she has mentioned before that moving to Canada was definitely a major source of her personal growth. She joined YouTube in 2016, but began posting consistently about body positivity in 2019 after a photo of her in a tank top went viral on Instagram. Clara Dow currently has 4 million subscribers on YouTube, and her YouTube channel mostly focuses on
That's a shisha. I ain't gonna lie. 4 mil is the motion. I ain't gonna hold you. This was the same journey we're saying about has like Sadi and still with Jasmine 10. That, like, yeah, bro, we might be saying that a majority of those followers might be coming from the shorts. But at the same time, I know, like, specifically with Clara now, like, yo, because I remember, like, for one of the Johns that had put up and then content major spill, like, yeah, she had like millions of views, especially on these like videos about like eating habits and Johns like that, like
improvement, fashion, and vlog. On her TikTok account, she has 3 million followers, and her content is a bit of everything. Sometimes she posts empowering videos, and then some other days
wow. See, this is the shit I never be expecting from Ms. Dow. I'm like, what the?
Decide to respond to people who are skin shaming, or let's just say surgery shaming her. Now,
yo, it's been a while, bro. Holy
on
shit.
Instagram, she has over 630,000 followers. So as you can see, she's a very big creator. Now, let's get into why she
Definitely PBMing on that.
has been cancelled.
Why she hasn't? Wait, fuck, I can't read. Why she has been canceled? Oh, there we go. Dumbass. Really never beating the dumbass allegations
in the past. In February of 2025, Clara Dow was called out for multiple things. For example, promoting certain things that don't really align with her brand, since she openly talks about body positivity and, let's just say, equality in general. But the major thing that really got her cancelled was a video that she made about skinny habits that
this boy was a fucking scorcher. Oh my god, there were so many crazy Johns, but the craziest John I do not care is when she was comparing, like, you know, basically the habits of heads now and how they eat and like the meanings of being able to go on that, right? To like heads back in the fucking prehistoric times. The heads back in the Cretaceous period. Oh my god, yo, that shit was frying me.
keep her skinny. And people were pretty confused as to how she has to apply skinny habits when she has constantly claimed that she's naturally skinny, and this is how her body looks like normally, naturally.
I'm a naturally skinny person. I have never gained weight since my adult life. I've never had to worry about my weight.
Yeah, and this was one of the major things like that was boxing her out too, because obviously, like, she literally, the title of the video, going back, hold on. The surprising habits that made me skinny, right? So she's saying she's naturally skinny and that, like, she's been like this her whole life, right? But within that, if she's doing these personal habits, these are her, like, you know what I'm saying, personal habits or whatever that she kept claiming that made her skinny, that worked for her, right? Then it would be these things that she's doing that made her like that. It wouldn't be like she was naturally like this, because again, a natural flow is like, you know what I'm saying, you're at least on base level, you're trying, because there's another thing you're trying to express. Because I understand the nuance of like, not everybody's gonna have the perfect 3 meals a day, yada yada, like you're doing all this, but like obviously you're having like more normal eating habits, like you're usually getting in your full intake, you know. The normal caloric intake, it might be a little low or high, I don't know, but it's usually like 2200 calories, yada yada. Trilly's not the expert on this, by the way, definitely the fucking layman. Definitely need to go on that. But like sidebar enough that like, yeah, having like your normal, like just normally how you eat, you know, taking in like your normal amount of intake, yada yada. This, with everything that she was pushing with her habits, clearly like like you could just hear it, like straight up. Well, hear it and see it though, watch the video, that like these are obviously not normal eating habits. This is not how like the average person would be eating their food. And especially to that, because there was one part, and maybe the Miss Kelly Scholes will put it in here, where she was comparing like the portions of an American meal to like basically the portions of like, I believe like East Asian meals, or like, you know what I'm saying, at least the meals that she was eating. And like you could just tell like by the Johns, like, and that was also another point you're trying to make, that like, you know what I'm saying, there may be like in American meals like so much extra calories, but also to that yeah, dumb, like fast food and shit. But depending on like what type of meals you make, like the normal calories in that John, you know, on an average speed. Meanwhile, the portions of meals she was eating was like nothing. I remember that was another thing too. I know Chili asked everything, but like that was another thing too. I remember she was comparing like the amount of calories she was taking in. It was like 600, 700 calories. Like she would eat a normal meal one day and then eat like 600, 700 calories the next day, and it's like fucking 3 bags of Doritos. I'm like, it was some shit. It's fucking crazy. But anyway, we'll keep getting
Her skinny. And people were pretty confused as to how she has to apply skinny habits when she has constantly claimed that she's naturally skinny, and this is how her body looks like normally,
bang bang, correct.
naturally.
I'm a naturally skinny person. I have never gained.
But anyway, oh yeah, no, we say yes.
I feel healthy. If skinny privilege is a thing, I can be called a skinny legend. These are the habits that make me stay at this weight for the past 10, 15 years.
Could be called skinny legend.
That was the start of the
Bomba that one right there, as we definitely seen, was a real fucking blunder.
cancellation. But it didn't really go far until in March of 2025, Clara announced that she got a boob job, and this is what sent the whole situation into haywire. People were shocked. People were taken aback because Clara
Yeah, this shit was crazy. Now I have to show this, because I'm not gonna lie, this was still, I believe to this day, like, it's definitely gotta be like the most poppin' vid on the page, bruh. Like, this shit was crazy. Oh yeah, it definitely is. Okay, here, look. Oh, that's the Trexicon. Yeah, we'll probably need that soon. I'm not gonna lie to you. Anyway, yeah, look, right. Clara now officially is the queen of hypocrisy after the boob job situation. 121,000 views 11 months ago. It was about like, what? If it's April now. I don't know, fucking like March, probably like April last year now, but then that would be like a full 12 months. Man, we not mathing, bro. Fuck it, probably around like July, August or some shit. But like, yeah, that John was going crazy, because yeah, like I was saying earlier, especially like if the whole thing that she built her career off of on social media was body positivity, and especially off of that, like for Huns with like petite bodies, petite cherries, bruh, and then she gets a boob job. What are we doing? Oh, what are we doing?
now, like I said, was a body positivity creator, or I would still say she's kind of a body positivity creator, or that's what she calls herself till now. I, for one, was really shocked. I was taken aback for days, and I was surprised. I was even thinking it was a prank. You know, pulling a prank on people who were trying to cancel her would definitely not be something that is out of the ordinary.
Yeah, that was one thing we were saying. I guess, yeah, now here's where we bring up the Trexicon. Avocado! Shout out my man's Kato, but like hefty on this John, bro. Low CD syndrome. When a content creator plays a character over exaggerates / fakes their content, completely copies another creator's style or content, rage baits, or overall is a non-trustworthy person / liar. Non-trustworthy person / liar, Miss Dow. Yeah, we're seeing after these situations. Hefty. But rage baits is the hefty John. And a little bit of like over exaggerates face of content, but we're focusing on rage bait. Yeah, because I remember she was posting like videos saying it was like hot girl summer and all this different shit, especially after she had broken up with her boyfriend. Like, yeah, it was, yeah, right. See, this is the pros and cons of the slops, truly. Again, shout out my man's Kato, bro. He be truly helping me out with the slops. But, like, yeah, bro, I start remembering, Jones, as we had kind of like, what's the word? Fuck. I can't remember it. What's the word? It's something. Relitigate. Relitigate. As relitigate old dramas and junk like that, and even a bit like getting into the current. Because again, I did not know that Miss Dow had an OnlyFans. What? Shit is crazy. But like relitigating Jones, I'm like, bro, now I'm remembering everything, bro. The cons is like, damn, bro, these motherfuckers really was on some bullshit. It's like, bro, what the fuck?
But it wasn't a prank, it was real. In March of 2025, Clara Dow got
Oh,
a
yeah,
boob job.
that
Later
was
on, she
real.
released a video explaining why she decided to get her boob job, and she just said she was already
Oh yeah, this one was a scorcher. Didn't you say this shit was for fun?
tired of doing the same things over and over again, and she just got her boob job for, brace yourself, for
Fun.
fun. She got
Yo, that shit is not funny, but bro, like, yo, again, like, this is literally a John of like, yo, you had to be there, bro. I'm really feeling that Miss Kelly goes on this, cause like, bro, this shit was fucking crazy. I was like, wait, you mean to tell me, bro? Again, you spent 6+ years or whatever, right? Doing body positivity content, specifically encouraging Huns that, you know what I'm saying, we're feeling like, not even feeling, we're just blatantly flat chested or more petite, brother. We're feeling insecure about that. And the reason you decided to go back on that, I mean the most blatant hypocrisy that is on my fucking YouTube channel, bro. And nah, fuck it, it was for fun. It was for the goofs and gaffs, for the shits and giggles. Yo, bruh, I be trying to tell niggas, bruh. I'm like, damn, bruh. that shit be crazy, son. Yeah, needless to say, it's pretty fucked up.
her boobs done.
Especially, again, for the young girly pops in Miss Dow's audience that very much, you know what I'm saying? Again, I tell heads all the time, that parasocial shit, you need to cut it out, throw it out. But to heads that, again, felt it, like, you know, encouraged by her, were feeling, like, less insecure by watching her content. I understand if you feel a bit wrong. It's like, yeah, that shit is, what the hell?
For fun.
Yes, I did have a boob job. I know this might come as a shock because my whole page used to be about loving my flat chest and being confident with it. I literally built my entire career and following around that. So why did I do it? Am I crazy? Was everything a lie? Was I secretly
Are you crazy? Maybe. Was everything a lie? A little bit.
insecure this whole time and just
That, yes. I remember her asking that. That, yes, absolutely. Not even a question.
use body positivity as a way to make money so I could finally
Technically, yeah. Maybe not as sinisterly, like as a grift, but, yeah.
afford a boob job? No, let me tell you the real reason why I did it. And it comes down to one word: fun.
And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Till now, even though it's been over a year, I think it still kind of gets me. I've never really seen anyone say they got
I'm sorry, that's just not funny at all. But my fucking god, that shit is insane.
their boobs done for fun. I've seen some influencers say they got lip fillers or Botox for fun because they just, did I say Botox? Oh my goodness. Botox for fun. But I have never seen an influencer say they got a boob job, like cosmetic surgery for
Yeah, that shit, like, and I'll just keep asking because this is the John I ask every time we talk about this genre for Miss Dow. For the Huns, the babes, and
Girly, girly, girly pop.
the girly pops. Would you get a cosmetic surgery, body modifications, work done for fun? Just for fun? I doubt it. I doubt it.
fun. But you know, we learn and see new things.
just feel like there's probably like maybe part of it is for fun, I guess, but I feel like there's definitely some other factors that lie in why you're doing this.
every day. Also, it has been speculated that she went on to do more cosmetic procedures after the initial boob job. And I'm not about to get into each and every one people are speculating about, but yeah, those are just the things that people keep talking about in her comment section. A few months down
Mhm.
the drain, Clara went through a very, very public breakup. I mean, she was crying and posting videos as to why they broke up and why they decided to go their separate ways.
We broke up. It happened really fast when I
Yeah, I just remember these vids. Holy fuck.
was in Manila. It happened very suddenly. I feel like it's some kind of universe intervention because I legit did not see it coming. A month ago, I thought everything is perfect. And what we had was a perfect relationship in every sense. And I felt
It's just like yo, when I was watching this John, I remember at first I'm just like, yeah, this John was like looking at like her ex's John, like his vid. I'm like, bro, some shit here just not adding up. I'm just like, yo, some shit here was just not making sense. She was like, yo, bro, it was a perfect relationship. Fuck, like it really swept me off my feet. It hoodwinked my shit, bro. He Yo, I can't because I'm just remembering, like, fuck, I'm pretty sure his name is Javi, bro. But if it's not, again, yeah, correct me if I'm wrong on that, John. But I just remember he was on this boy shirtless, smiling ear to ear. He was like, damn, bro, listen, I just wanted to stay out in the Philippines. Yo, I can't. Bro, holy shit.
so loved, understood, and respected throughout my relationship. Thought we were aligned on what we want for the future,
I don't think y'all were.
our values and everything, but it seemed like we don't, and
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
went through a tough time,
That, no, I'm definitely sure on that.
trying to figure things out, and we both tried to make it work, but I think at this moment, we
Yeah, that's what be frying in some relationships. I can't lie about that. Like that, being honest about that. That's where some heads don't understand when it's time in a relationship where like, yeah, I want to say like the love is dead because obviously like even if a relationship is done, you'll probably still care for that person, like unless like it ended non-amicably, which is a lot of relationships these days. But like, yeah, most of the time obviously you wouldn't want no bad like omens or no Johns on heads, but like seriously to that point in factor, some heads in a relationship, like bro, love can be genuine, fire, compassion, but if the John is done and that spark isn't there no more, bro, it's done. But heads be trying to force themselves to make it work, and overall would just make it worse on the end. Like, yo, sometimes, bro, if it's done, it's done. Like, yo, not even trying to make it dramatic with the cinematic boom, but like, yo, seriously, it's done. Sometimes it's done. Can't force love, bro. Like, if that John is not genuine or it gets to the point where it's not genuine, then what are you doing it, John, for? Because if you're actually seeking someone who has your best interests at heart, really cares about you, baby, you shouldn't have to force those feelings. It should be naturally there.
realized that we have to let each other go, because if we keep staying together, we will hold each other back from actually achieving and experiencing what we want for ourselves.
Honestly,
Yeah, no, genuinely, like, yeah, no, I can agree with that.
at this point, I started to feel like Clara was losing herself on the internet, constantly talking about what is going on in her life and
Yeah, no, that shit I would have told you again at the boob job.
how it's affecting her. And as much as we want to see influencers being honest and,
Actually, fuck that. I would have told you that at the eating habits.
open about their struggles, I think she was slowly losing herself. And people weren't even feeling bad for her. It just felt like it was making things even worse the more she comes online to tell them about her struggles and how this whole thing
Wrong one. Fuck, dumbass.
I just want to ask him if you've always been shitting your pants.
No.
Because since I've known you, you've always had like IBS. You've always been shitting yourself.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, well. Yeah, this is like the same Yoko syndrome where, again, like, yo, you claim that, bro, you don't even be online like that. Or even Clara does. She doesn't claim to, like, not be online. Obviously, duh, online influencer. It is her main thing, so. Clear she online. But like this is the thing of like where you get up on a John and like you cannot help but like just disclosing or divulging private info either about yourself or about someone significant to you or about information basically that probably should stay private. Like, yeah, a lot of these heads, especially like heads that are tapped in, locked in online, like this is their whole entire life. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Yeah, bro, they can't separate that, John. They can't separate the online space, the online realm from the real life realm. And it's be boxing in, bro, because again, they be divulging all this embarrassing shit or like all this personal John, and then the Streisand effect. Let's go right to it. Let's go to it. Might as well. Since this boy is a yap sesh again, we haven't talked about Miss Down in a while. This boy truly will be yapping. But anyway, strikes in effect. The phenomenon in which an attempt to suppress or hide information backfires, inadvertently causing information to receive wider attention and publicity. Like, yeah, and then again, when you divulge this information or disclose this info, like, yeah, this is now information that also to that effect of like getting wider attention publicity. The Ouroboros concept. The legend or snake or dragon eternal tale usually highlights a situation or system where things are endlessly self-referential or self-destructive, often acting as a metaphor for a destructive feedback loop, or the concept of self-damaging cyclical processes. So yeah, now this will be a constant feedback of like heads trying to going on to the further extent, like, yeah, we truly do be going on with these three, bruh. Because, yeah, a certain somebody.
Fuck it, I'm saying it.
Truly be getting absolutely destroyed by these. Anyway, one guide. To have your entire argument, worldview, or emotional reaction undermined or dismissed because of a singular example, usually one guide that disproves or contradicts your point. But this is on an overall, not just like one guy, but this is like obviously multiple heads and audience just giving you backlash more like on that sense. But heads are always going to be bringing this up, one guy, and you always talking about these things if you keep, you know what I'm saying, divulging this information. And especially if you express, if you divulge this information and then express that this information bothers you like a certain freaking moron. I ain't gonna lie, freaking Yoko. Anyway, insufferable wit. We'll sidebar it. But like, yeah, if you keep disclosing that, John, and it's like information that bothers you, yeah, heads are definitely going to use it against you. So this is something that absolutely, like, to literally this day, as we're seeing, bruh, is happening to Miss Dow, whether it be about the eating habits, the boob job, the breakup, all this different John. And I could see how, like, over time that would take a toll on her mental. But, I guess clearly she's, dealing with that in some ways. In some ways.
Is making her feel. I really don't know how I forgot to mention that this man that I'm referring to, Clara's ex-boyfriend, is the corniest man I have seen in a very, very long time. If you think that people were only coming for Clara during the whole breakup, you would be extremely
Nah, she's correct.
wrong. They were also coming for
I'm trying to tell you, though, that video where you was smelling ear to ear, bro, that shit had me fucking dying. I'm like, bro, there's no way this shit is real.
Harvey. I think that's the way to pronounce his name, Harvey.
Oh, shit, I was right. Tell that boy you don't know his slops. He did at the tea party. At least not recently, bro. Again, attendance lacking. But like, yo, slop till we drop, baby. Slop.
They're coming for him back to back because he's just genuinely a corny person. He was posting videos making it seem like now that he's no longer dating Clara, it is one of the best decisions he has.
Wait.
Genuinely a corny person. He was posting videos making it seem like now that he's no longer dating Clara.
Yeah, it was this vid. Oh my fucking god, yo. This shit had me fucking dying. Like, you didn't even understand. This nigga smile ear to ear. Holy shit, man, boy, yo, this job.
It is one of the best decisions he has ever made. He's going on dates trying to rebuild his life. I don't know, everything he was doing just screamed insufferable. Even when I was watching his videos, I was just thinking to myself, what is this guy doing? And why does
this shit is like, it's like, I'm not gonna lie, that then this is one thing I always mention with Johns, bro. And this is, and especially with relationships and shit, but this really be the content ships. Like, content ships could be like, you know, just with bulls collabing or whatever, or even if you're in a relationship and you decide to make like a couples channel and shit. Like, it really be that content ship shit where it just be frying motherfuckers. Like, it truly be turning them into the Lost City Syndrome hefty, where like they be turning into these characters. I don't know what the fuck be happening, bro. Like, that shit truly, bro, that's the Skinwalker shit. Avocado. But yeah, I'm like, bro, to anyone that is relatively normal, yeah, you probably might be a little sad or a bit if you know you were in a good I guess good quote unquote, at least from what we're hearing from what they were disclosing on their sides, being, you know what I'm saying, Clara and Navi, right? That you know, if you had a breakup, a relationship that was over a extended period of time and y'all were in good means, bro, and then like it unfortunately had to end because y'all were just going separate directions in your lives, like, I think you would be a bit sad. Or like, again, Clara, she seemed to be a bit sad before she turned into Hot Girl Summer. He was just out straight in the gate, just flexing on him, bro, just yeah, just trying to stay out, gang. Like, like what?
this seems so annoying? Because it seems like he is the problem and not Clara at all. Even the way he went about the whole breakup thing and monetizing of it, it's obvious that he did way.
Nah, I truly do think it's definitely a both side thing, because then like after Clara, like I understand like there's different coping mechanisms, John, but like if she was truly sad, what, bro? We just went like actually like it was literally some days or like a week after straight to Hot Girl Summer. What are we doing?
More than what Clara was doing or what people were calling her out for doing. And I even made a video back then titled Clara Dow, You Need to Heal, where I gave my opinion about the whole situation and how
Mm-hmm.
it's obvious that she is struggling with some certain things and she needs to log off. I think that didn't really sit right with people, and I even got featured in a video. I don't really have a problem with people making videos about me. I think at this point I've already
I mean, I would have just agreed. I tell this is the shit we were talking about earlier, like where yeah, a lot of these heads they do need to learn how to just log off, like real shit. Because again, if you try to cope through posting shit online, you're again gonna do the shit we just ranted about for like the past 5 minutes, where you're divulging information that like you probably shouldn't, or like you're making yourself vulnerable, or like looking like I don't want to say that's like a bad thing, but this is like I don't even know how to explain it. Pope Dario explained this pretty good, where it's like you understand where people like have emotions and shit, whether they can be genuine emotions or not, but motherfuckers will use that shit against you. Like if you're especially like if you're crying and shit online, bro, they're gonna fucking use that shit against you, call you weak, like you're gonna get fucked. That's why I always say, like, yo, if you got emotion shit, babe, boy, well, one, if you're a live streamer, you can't really edit that shit out. But if you do that shit on a editor, on a video, you can edit. Yeah, go ahead and sweep that out, bro. Even if it's like on some genuine shit, yeah, go ahead and sweep it out, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Because again, this was. Like that's a whole different thing in itself, like context and fucking nuance. Because again, you could be crying over some shit that is genuinely fucking good, and that's not bad. Like, but then heads could flip that around, which is the bad part. But the shit, obviously, with Clara Dow and like fucking obvious breakup, I would say clear that entire shit out. Don't post any of that shit, bro. I be telling motherfuckers, don't even do the content shit. It's a waste of time, bro. It's just gonna end up in fucking chicanery bullshittery that we be seeing here. Because especially when things start. No, fuck it, I'm getting to this rant. Because especially when you get into these content ships, or like a content ship starts, because you can start before, which I would say is a better barrier for this, because I guess you'll be more mature. Fuck you, Jack Doherty. Like, we were both mature in our relationship. Anyway, sidebar and that shit, bro, right? But if you start that, John, right, and a problem or something happens, especially from the page, from like the external Johns, bro, that's going to cause a divide from y'all. Then you take it on top of that, bro. And you look at like y'all, the audience, and the audience is gonna take a side, bro. That's gonna divide y'all even more, bro. It's gonna end up in bullshit. Y'all gonna end up fucking up and breaking up. I'm telling you, it's bad works. But anyway, superficially going off of that ring, and again, yeah, it's everything. But going back on this, John, it's just not good to again like be doing this type of jazz. I guess you could say online. You know what I mean? Because obviously heads could use that against you, stressing a fake or boys concept. One guy, like, yeah, we were just talking about that jazz. It's just not good.
seen a lot that it doesn't really phase me anymore, so it's totally fine. One thing I really didn't agree with when it came to the whole breakup situation was the way people were blaming Clara Dow for her boyfriend leaving her. I felt like it was a bit too much. You know, you cannot like somebody, but to say he left you for a reason because you got a boob job, and the respect
Oh yeah, because they were okay, yeah, I remember this. They were coming up with mad motives for this. And like one of the motives I remember like I was going off of was that like because Claire Dow, she was getting so much heat for the boob job John and the eating habits John, like he just dipped out basically while she was, I guess, like at her peak. Like she was getting obviously like a lot of motion just on the back end of doing body positivity, but also like the motion of like getting the backlash. So like she was still peaking in like views, but still at the same time obviously is like, you know, kind of hate watching and shit like that. So he dipped out because the PR was getting too hefty. Other what was another one? Other heads were saying, oh yeah, like that he used their like other heads were saying shit like this. Then on the flip side, other heads were saying like it was Claire's fault. That like yeah, like she overall fucked up the PR, and that just like, and then like I guess she was just, like fucked up relationship. Like it was just a whole bunch of shit, bro. But again, we never really got the full clarification on what exactly was the means of their breakup. Again, we only got like, you know, what we seen from them.
speculations that she got the boob job for her boyfriend and her boyfriend later left her. I'm like, guys, where are all the speculations coming from, and how do you know all these things? Another
Exactly. No, seriously. And again, it all boils back down to, and that's why I always say, like, being objective, we got to go off of what substantial proof, substantial evidence we have, which from this is nothing. It's just literally their videos explaining what happened when they're in a relationship, and that's all we can go off of. So all of that was literally pure spec. Like, I mean, pure spec. Pure speculation, baby. But that's, like, it was all rumors, all, like, you know, gossip. Like, we had no definitive Jones.
a major thing that happened during that time was Clara Dow and Jasmine Tan befriending each other. This didn't really come as
Fucking love it at the tea parties.
a surprise to netizens because they were already expecting it. I mean, people will leave comments on Clara Dow's account telling her to befriend Jasmine Tan, that they will really suit each other. Because if you don't know Jasmine Tan
Hell yeah, they oh my fucking God, yo, I'm not gonna hold you. These are my fucking queens, bro.
Girly pop.
They absolutely fucking suit each other. Let me tell you, brother. That shit is peak every time.
Is also a social media creator who mostly posts videos where she's empowering women. But in February of 2025, she got called out because of certain ways she talks about men,
Ooh, girly pop.
and mostly because she talked bad about a
Oh yeah, she was not. Yo, listen, that's one thing about Miss Tange, bro. Listen, I don't know what the bulls like, yo. My kind of heads, because you know we at the tea party again. Shout out to Hans, you already know. Girly pop.
Girly pop.
Literally. But I don't know what the bulls done to Miss Tan, bruh. But like, yo, she got it out for them niggas, bruh. She got it out. I ain't gonna lie, she not fucking with him, bruh. I remember she would talk about her one man's, bro, and how the nigga, bro, if he not flying me out the perf, I'm trying to tell you, bro, no, that shit. I remember when she was talking about the flurry, bro, from McDonald's.
21-year-old girl because she looked like a quote-unquote, according to her, mama muda. So that was a whole entire controversy, and because of Clara and Jasmine Tan kind of got cancelled at the same time, people really wanted to see them together because according to netizens, they really suit each other. I would not particularly say that the both
Yes.
of them being friends were controversial. I would just say that it got people talking and it brought Clara
I think that this shit is perfect.
out into the spotlight again. Now let's talk about the recent controversy because this really surprised a lot of
Yeah, no, I want to heftily talk about this shit. Like, yo, Clara, I really started OnlyFans. What the fuck?
netizens. On the 17th of March 2026, Clara posted a new video that says, "Moved because it is 15 days until the internet loses it again." And the caption says, "It's that time of the year. I'm about to do something crazy again." And if
Oh no.
you calculate it, you'll notice that 15 days away from the 17th of March lands on April 1st. So most people were just thinking that it's an April Fool's prank and it's just something that she's doing to gain more attention. However, she continued posting videos counting down to the day where she eventually posts this big information that's probably going to get her cancelled. The day finally came and she posted on Instagram saying, "Oh, by the way, I also just launched my OF." And when I
Yo, what happened, bro? What happened to Miss Dow, bro? Fuck, y'all. I be trying to tell y'all, bro. This internet shit, this cloud shit, this money shit, evil. Evil.
first saw this, I was confused as to how this is supposed to get her cancelled. If you watch my first video about Clara Dow, you know that in that video I mentioned her Patreon, and I was called out a lot in the comment section for even mentioning that at all, which, you know, you can have your own opinion, you can drag me if you want. However, that Patreon was kind of like an OnlyFans, not really like a direct replica, but you know, she posts things on there that she would normally not post on Instagram. And even though I wasn't surprised at all, a lot of people weren't having it at all. I think they just felt like she was doing something again to get people's attention, or this was not something that they expected from her. And in my mind, I'm just like,
Yeah, I tell you what, listen, I woke up today, I was not expecting this. Let me tell you, baby boy.
didn't you know that she had a Patreon before? And this is why I do
This I did actually not know.
a lot of research when I'm looking into some certain people, because there's some things that don't really phase me anymore. If I didn't know that Clara Dow had a Patreon before and now I'm saying that she opened an OF, I'll definitely be shocked. And I think that's why people are shocked in the first place. People
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, throughout everything that we done covered, all the vids, this was one John I did not know. She had like a Patreon like this, bro. Oh no, was it like, oh god, was it like that Piper Raquel shit, bro? What the fuck was that shit called, bro? Like that brand risk shit, bro? Like that type of John. It's all some fucking chicanery.
who initially came across this first video was thinking that it's a prank because, you know, she conveniently chose April 1st to be the launch
I'm about to say, yeah, she chose April Fool's Day, so like you could think like, oh nah, she just fucking trolling.
date. But what if I tell you that it was not a prank? Clara Dow actually opened an OnlyFans account. It is real. You can click the link in her bio and you just see the OnlyFans account staring right at you. And once I clicked on it, I didn't even bother going any further. I just checked how much it charged,
I'm not checking.
which is about $20 a month, and I moved on with my life because I don't see myself subscribing to something like that, and that is totally fine. Just a day later,
I'd imagine.
Clara Dow posted a video that is captioned, "Seeing my first day's OnlyFans earnings."
Man, that's again, yo, that's tough. I can't even lie. Man. To the eating habits, to the boob job, to the breakup, to the collabs with
Girly pop.
Miss Tan. Oh, they must have floated both together. to seeing my first day of OF earnings. Oh, man. Yo, listen. Again, we said it earlier. Clara Dow is the queen of hypocrisy after the boob job situation. What is Clara Dow now after the OnlyFans situation? For the Huns at the tea party, please let me know. It's still crazy out here.
Oh my god, I've never seen this much money in my life. You guys, I risked my whole career for this, and it's so worth it. It's been 1 day since I officially launched. Like, I'm about to open my first day.
Yo, this shit is not happening, bro. This shit is not fucking real.
Since I officially launched. Like, I'm about to
This
open
is
my
not
first day
happening.
on OF. I'm so nervous.
I think she's fucking No, because she said it's there, bro. She checked it. I'm not checking this shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not doing What the fuck is that? Yo, this internet shit, bro, and we're getting fucking AI. Niggas are getting AGI, bro. We're fucked, bro. We're so fucked. Like, oh my god. Shit. No. This is fucking... She said, oh. Yeah, I can't.
I don't know, it's been a lot for me. The hate.
I know it's been a lot. I can't want to die.
Let's just see the result. I haven't even checked. I want to share this moment with you.
Wait, I don't get it. Wait, what?
For
Wait,
me, the hate, the support. Let's just see the result. I haven't even checked. I want
that doesn't make sense. Wait, you just came up and said earlier, bro. Yo, I can't even believe you made this much. You haven't even checked. What the fuck is going? What the fuck is going on? This is so fucking dumb. I can't, bro. Yeah, what happened to Miss Dow, bro?
to share this moment with you. I'm gonna log into my account. I can do that. I've never seen this much money in my life. Guys,
Oh yeah, this is absolutely bullshit.
I'm literally shaking. I'm just gonna show you. I'm just gonna show you how much I earn. It's so much. I don't know if you can see it.
I knew it. I knew it had to be bullshit.
This is totally gonna be my main thing now. I'm so grateful for
The one penny is actually.
supporting me and for making my dreams come true.
I think this really just made people confused because if you don't already get it, it was obviously a joke. But people were thinking, okay, now that she is joking about this particular thing, maybe she is joking about opening an OF account completely. But no, like I've said earlier, it is not
That's the part that's frying me. Like, no, see, fuck, y'all. I'm not checking, bro, because y'all already know y'all finna fry me. I be saying, especially for them heads, like, Delicante! Gooning! Heads ain't gooning, but, like, bro, I'm like, I just can't, bro, like, I don't. Bro, you have to go what? Nah, fuck it. I am showing those vids because you have to go see this shit. No, let me go to playlist. Hold on. 1 second. Okay, I found it. Alright. Yo, we got the 15 stack. Hold on, we got the 15 stack. 15 stack. 15. Yo, we had covered it a little bit earlier in last year. What's the name? When they had got together, bro. Jasmine Tenor. That junk's hilarious. But we got the 15 stack. Yo, we've been covering this for a minute, for a year ski plus. Bro. She's in OnlyFans now. What? Like, bro, it's baffling. I'm not gonna lie, it's just still blowing my mind. Like, yo, Miss Dow really started one. I didn't think the extent would go that far. Yes.
a joke. The account exists and Clara Dow is now an OF creator. From the way I'm talking, it is obvious that people were not having it at all. People were hoping and praying that it's a joke, but when they later discovered that it's not a joke, they were really drilling into her and saying that she hit a new low with this. And again, if you didn't know that she had a Patreon before, this is exactly
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, probably. I can't lie, because it's like, yo, boob job, and then we just go into OF, like, because, yo, I remember, this, you know what's so funny about this? I remember Sophie Rain, our queen OF Jezebel Bob Psyop. But I remember she was saying like, yo, like Hun's posting an OF or whatever. It's for like women empowerment. And like, I really, and again, like, it's not even technically my place to speak on this as one of the bros, you know what I'm saying? Not even one of the Huns. But like, truthfully, I do want to ask Huns, like, do they feel like, at least on the tip of Claire Dow within this, do they feel like her starting an OnlyFans is women's empowerment? Like, I truly, like, that's where I just really got asked because like that, you gotta tell me. Do I have the right to speak on this? I just feel like, again, to the content that she was speaking before with the body positivity, supposed to be like empowering Huns, which would be again the hypocrisy there, but let's take that away. Again, she was supposed to be making Huns feel like, you know what I'm saying, less insecure, you know what I'm saying, supposed to be making them like be uplifted. It doesn't really seem like it. Like, it just don't seem like it.
how you might react depending on who you are as a person or what you stand for. But at the end of the day, it's like Clara Dow had been doing this even before her surgeries. So I'm not even surprised. I'm really just laughing about this whole situation because again, I'm confused as to how this is supposed to get her cancelled. On her Instagram
No, but I do understand her perspective for Miss Kelly Schools because again, if like she had this Patreon where like there was already maybe a bit of looter type of Jones on there, then like if we get to the point now where like she's getting like fully into OF, then it's like okay, then it would be less surprising. But shit, again, if you're like me, I didn't even know she had that fucking Patreon. I'm like, what?
story, she announced that in the first 15 minutes of launching, she was part of the top 1% of OF creators.
She was the hype as a yeah, I can't. Oh shit. Yeah, this is fucking crazy. Man. From getting in the top 1% after the first 15 minutes to the top 0.1% after 1 day of launching, I'm curious to see what ranking I have tomorrow. Yo, this shit is. Alright.
But just after a day, she was part of the top 0.1%.
Also, yo, hold on. Not even trying to be that guy dick eating. I question the validity of this. Is this checkable? I ain't gonna lie. Oh, well, my dumbass is literally right there. But at the same time, nah, bro. Again, we in the age of AI. How we know this shit ain't photoshopped or no Johns like that? For real. Like, yo, again, like, not even trying to dick eat because, again, this is what some of the Huns, like, again, Sophie Rain and even, unfortunately, fucking chicanery. Piper Raquel, will they, like, fake their OF numbers or whatever, like, fake their earnings and Johns like that? Again, it seemed like they're more popping or whatever, so more heads are interested, so then therefore, like, organically, they'll buy it, yada, yada. Like, first 15 minutes? First day? But again, like, yo, we seen for them is that, like, again, she 4 million on the tube, fucking 3 million on TikTok. Graham got, like, what, 3 million over there, so, there was probably some bulls that was, not even expanded, but very eager for this shit.
Of creators, but just after a day, she was part of the top 0.1%. Do you know what it is to be part of the top 0.1%? Speaking of numbers, I decided to look into this to get a rough estimate of how much the top 0.1%, or let's just say 1%, earns on OnlyFans. If you're part of the 1%, you should earn anywhere from $6,000 to about $10,000. It can go as low as 4K, but around that range. Well, if you're part of the top 0.1%, you should be earning anywhere from $140,000 to millions and millions of dollars on the platform. So
Damn! Like, what the fuck?
I think at this point, it's obvious that people.
But then again, at the same time, yeah, I kind of knew that because, the whole John with Bad Baby, fucking Daniel Bergoli, bro, and how she made like 52 million a year, like, fuck. Damn. Yeah, it shouldn't even go up. There you go. But like, that shit was a goddamn. I'm like, oh my god, bro. Like, that shit was real. You don't even know. And then like Sophie Rain, she damn near made more than fucking LeBron's contract. I remember that shit. She made like 43 mil. I'm like, what the fuck?
Were hoping and waiting for her to launch that OF, and she listened to the demand and she decided to launch
Oh,
it.
told you. Hold on.
$40,000 to millions and millions of dollars on the platform. So I think at this point, it's obvious that people were hoping and waiting for her to launch that OF.
Said that earlier. Some bulls, yeah, they were definitely fucking eager for this.
And she listened to the demand and she decided to launch it. I am my own person. Clara is her own.
You know what? That's the heinous part about, and that's why there's no Hun. I don't care what they say. There's no Hun that could tell me that they're not doing OF for cheese. Like, that shit is bullshit. And like, yo, I know, like, and I have to call it out. Like, you could never be like, if you're saying you're doing OnlyFans for anything besides cheese, oh yeah, you're a fucking liar. Like, I'm just gonna straight up tell you you're a liar, because then I gotta ask you, well, what is that other thing? But then second to that is like, if you're not doing this, like, if you're not like doing this shit for cheese, like, would you do this shit for no cheese? Nah. And this is the thing. It's so like lucrative to do OnlyFans and all that shit because again, like the barrier to entry is easy, but at the same time, you gotta have like, you know, you gotta be clouded or whatever. Like you gotta have an audience to bring in for it to be this lucrative. But that's the thing we just went over. Like Clara Dow, bro. She got fucking millions of followers across mad plats, bro. And then some heads, and you're going to that further extent. Some of these heads got certain type of fetishes. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Ooh, yeah, these fools. Cooning! Yeah, it's really fucking bad out here. Jesus Christ. Anyway, sidebar off that. It's like, yo. That's what makes it like so. And yo, you already know how bad it gets. So we're just talking about Duns, Piper, Raquel, bruh. That's what makes it like so bad. Like that is so lucrative to get into, like, you know what I'm saying, this business. Like, fuck. And like Miss Kelly School just said, like, yeah, bro, there was a supply and it met the demand.
person. The person watching this video is their own person. Every single day, people make new choices or new decisions. But I would hope that you at least think of your decision. And I think that's what Clara did. At the end of the day, when you make a choice, you'll be the one to bear whatever comes with that choice. And
yeah, and this is the overall thing we were saying, like, or better yet, the thing I was saying with the boob job, where it's like, this is your prerogative to do, Johns. But you have to, one, realize, yes, you are, as a public figure, allowed to publicly get backlash. And two, to that, you are also allowed to realize that you can be a hypocrite and that you can get backlash for that. Three, at some point, we're going to have to take some accountability for a lot of these heads.
it's something that happens with regular people and also with influencers too. Clara opening an OnlyFans account, I don't think it's supposed to get her cancelled. I don't know how she thought it's supposed to get her cancelled. Obviously, it is shocking for people that didn't know that she already had something that was close to an OF before, but I don't think it's big enough to get her cancelled, if you get what I'm trying to say. And it's definitely not the worst thing that has happened so far. Honestly, Nigeria is bleeding. Nigeria is bleeding. A few days ago, I was scrolling through Instagram.
Nah, I'm feeling that. Like, yeah, at the end of the day, this is a hefty jump we be talking about. Even, like, you know what I'm saying, when we be saying, like, politics is tangential, you know what I'm saying, auxiliary, all that type of B, which, in a lot of Jones it is, because it's freaking brain rot. But, like, yeah, Jones like this, Jones like Clara Dow, even be covered shit in the EHDI plus Semitic Universe, all this type of B, like, on an overall, and, but yeah, no, I can even clarify this further, specifically going on this, because I've said this many a times, covering Clara Dow, Jasmine Tan, Lala Sadi, all these different Huns. Are these Huns the worst heads of all time? Are they like some shit where we gotta start using buzzwordism on them? Nah. Are they a bit hypocritical and we may have a bit of a negative perception of them because of, you know, things they've done on their own merit or said or how the way they've acted? Yes. Basically, they're criticizable. Are they the worst evil, like villains, super villains? No. Are they criticizable? Absolutely. Not a question.
Because I think I was doing research about one video that is coming up very, very soon. It's a video that I've been working on for a very long time. And tell me why I saw a video of a guy getting beaten. I kid you not, this guy was unalived on camera. On Instagram, on camera. I don't think Nigeria.
Yeah, this shit is wild. Yeah, you can see some actual fucking. This is why I say Twitter and like even the gram to an extent, bro, because of the shit you can see on Reels, bro, be a cesspool. Because yeah, you can see some fucking insane shit. Like if you make a new fucking Twitter account, bro, and just start scrolling, yeah, bro, you definitely gonna see some wild shit.
There's a country that you understand because people are losing their life every single day. At this point, you just have to sit and wonder, why is this even happening in the first place? This particular conversation really, really bothers me. And it's crazy the way it's so normalized to see sad news on your feed and then scroll past it and the next one is something even sadder. I don't care
Yeah, Twitter in a nutshell.
if I am traumatized or taken aback by what I saw on my phone. When there's somebody out there who just lost a loved one in a way that they could not even stop, what would they be going through?
And this is the shit we be talking about too. Like again, we see the conflicts be going on in the world. Yeah, and Miss Kelly Scholes, she's talking about the joint going to Nigeria. We seen the joint that's happening in Iran. We see the joint that's happening in Russia, Ukraine. Like, bro, here's what I be saying. War, bloodshed, conflict. It never changes, bro. It's bad. People losing their family, their loved ones. People, you know what I'm saying, that obviously they very much care about. They have their best interest at heart. And most of the time, it just be for greed, bro. It'd be about like most of the time it'd be about some capitalistic shit, whether it be fucking, I don't know, land, I don't know, resources, yada yada. It'd be some shit, bro.
True. People are crying.
You gotta remember, it's got their privilege, or at least not privilege to the crazy extent like this fucking Epstein class bullshittery, but like you gotta remember, we are living. If you're watching this joint on a TV, on a phone, yada yada, you living on a privileged joint, cause other heads, yeah. And they problems, like, especially, like, yeah, your problem is that the video lagging or some other shit. They problems is that, yeah, life might be lagging. Shit's crazy.
Every single day. We are pleading for Nigeria to get better, but just take a look at how it's going. Nothing is happening. It doesn't even seem like we're forging ahead. Anyways, guys, that's all for this video. I am sorry if this is not how you expected it to end. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Please do take care of yourself. Bye.
You already know. Come on. You better should have love it done. Comment to the queen, Miss Kelly Scholas. I love seeing her at the tea party. You already know. Of course, though, that was Clara Down might have gone too far this time. Of course, if you guys would like to watch the OG video about the Miss Kelly Scholas, you know where it's going to be at every single time. Down in the description, first link, share to love it, of course, that name the Miss Kelly Scholas. Again, we love to see our glorious Clement Terry Queens on the CDST. Yeah, final opinions and conjecture. This boy was a yap set, so I'm just gonna keep it short with this. We've seen the many controversies, even as the Miss Kelly Scholas pointed out with one of her segments in the video, that Miss Claire Dow has been through, whether it be the eating habits, the boob job, the whole thing with her boyfriend,
Girly, girly, girly pop.
the collab with Miss Tan, and now the OnlyFans. Oh, yeah, it's been quite a wild ride for Miss Dowd. Yeah, this roller coaster, it's bumpy. It's got a lot of loop-de-loops and on. Wow. Yeah, it's honestly, I'm just at this point wondering where it'll truly go beyond this. I just truly want to ask those questions because I don't know. But for any girly pops, huns, and babes at the tea party, well, I guess we'll have to find out next time the John is spilled, right? Because again, Trilly's attendance at the tea party been horrible, but we need to definitely start checking out some more Johns from the huns. Because yeah, apparently it's been looking mixy and messy out at the tea parties. And we need to get this going. So again, other than that, you better shout out love it done, Miss Kelly Scholas. And any more updates will of course be there to see any of it. And I'm finna get y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.